Yo, what's going on, Vic? So, finally getting around to recording and everything, one big VOD session. So, finally getting able to get to your DPS games. I think it was 0-3. I forget what the actual score was, but I know I see just 3 maps here. I keep forgetting to change my thing. I keep forgetting to change colors. I've been running the colors for like 2 hours now. Alrighty, but overall, just wanting to get more DPS help. Hold on, let me see the actual question. Let me see the actual thing. I love actually going over the thing. Okay. Let's see. So I think from what I understand, it's DPS fundamentals, decision making, mainly positioning for me, mainly referring to damage. Feels like mechanically I'm the same or above in my rank, but just dying more than them, and I don't want to blame it on the others. Understanding angles on maps is something I struggle with as a damage player. Yep. So pretty much, at least just overall, it's going to be just these DPS fundamentals here, so we're going to get into that mindset. I'm going in here. Love it. So Cass, strong. I think Cass right now is really strong in this season. Probably already understand that. Don't have to explain that any further. If you can hit with Cass, I think he's just better than neutral overall. Against Good Gamble, against Sion, I think you're just going to have a better neutral game. But with this, we're going to be trying to exploit some off angles, specifically against the Malga, or at least trying to get around the Malga, because there's no way you're going to be wanting to face a Magoo on your own, right? So taking left side coast, I think is smart. I'm going to be attacking this left room. I don't know if you're going to be attacking this winning, which is the thing against a Malga Bastion. So what do they have? You have a Tracer. You have they have a Tracer. You have a Bastion. They have a Bastion. You have a Vic. Okay. Yeah. So main idea. What I'm going to be trying to do after I see what type of composition they have, the first person I'm trying to exploit is going to be the Bastion. So let's see what happens. Updating something? Seems like I'm a choppy frames. Yeah, so I think right here, I could be definitely looking to off angle just a little bit. You could be using them as bait and just take a really cheeky off angle. Again, I see this Malga, and I'm not going to be taking the deep off angle like Ace is going to be doing right here against the Tracer, or like the enemy Chaser, right? But I'm going to be trying my best to at least mark another lane. Because if I have... Man, I'm using that a lot. I don't know if you're going to watch the Taters VOD or anything too, but I was talking a lot about lanes and lane control. Because if you're looking right here, you got the Malga V Ram and everything. You got one lane here, right? So if you look over here and hover here, you should be able to have at least this lane marked and poke out the Bastion. If you get pushed over here, I guess I'd just be trying to make sure, because it's looking like a rotation's calling. Yeah, rotation's being called on this Bastion, which is huge. But of course, the Magoo's going to be over here. So what do? Look for another lane. Where am I right now? I'm on this left side. I'm going to be looking for someone on the left side because the Magoo just rotated over here. So I'll take a little bit of a deep flank, slightly deep flank, and maybe poke out this Ashe. Or not this Ashe, sorry, this Ana. They just used nade. They most likely have sleep. Actually, they don't even have sleep. So this Ana is relatively free. We could force a Suzu maybe and some attention from the supports. And what that's going to do is open up the Bastion, open up the Magoo to the front, since their supports will be most likely looking at you. So let's see what happens. Unfortunate. So yeah, you see what happens right now? All we're doing, because we're getting funneled down one section, we're not applying pressure on the back line that was free, that was open just a little bit here. And we're getting pressured by this Magoo. Again, we're main name of the game is trying to get kind of where the Magoo isn't. So, again, just to kind of reiterate, so like, we try to take stage over here. Actually, let's go to the very beginning. Let's go to the very beginning here. So we try to take stage, right? We should be fine. We should have the setup a little bit. Oh shit, there's a Magoo over there. Sad. Sucks. You see Bastion, try and poke out Bastion. Okay, cool. He's now in front of me, which is cool because you guys rotate over to the left. Amazing. Fantastic. But then once you see this Malga over here, ah shit, then I'm immediately rotating back. And poking out the back line that way. Malga then rotates again, and I rotate right back. Kind of see how that happens a little bit. Because it's all lane control. It's all lane control, and it's all angle control too. Will you kind of be a little susceptible? Yes, that's the risk. The risk is pretty high, but you also have to look at least the reward. Because what happens too is this Kiriko sees the open lane, since it's not being controlled, not being marked whatsoever, and just takes a nice easy walk over here on this right side. Nice walk over here on this right side. And we're stuck getting pincered at this point. because now they're entering this front. We lost stage, and just this slight attention being forced this way means we're gonna get ran over. Let's see what happens. Yep, he got poked by Sion because we lost a Tracer duel. Psycho goes in, there's the Bastion turret, and all hell breaks loose. So in this type of matchup, it really is going to be high key trust that Ace just marks Sion and kind of wins this Tracer duel a little bit, and then it's also going to be your angles just a little bit here, because of course going toe to toe against Migu and just front, like he's going to be blocking all of your damage for the most part. So how can you either thread the needle behind him, or how can you just open up small angles? Where can you go and position yourself that's where the Migu isn't? You know, how can you force the attention from the Migu? Because if you're having Panda and Moira in the front, oh crazy, 1 sec. Okay. Had like an internet surge or something like that. I think I was about to get into showing examples and stuff for like just positions and stuff. Man, that totally stopped all momentum. Hold on, where's my music now too? Sick. Okay. So let's see. So yeah, biggest thing, hold on, where's good example. The main example I want to show here really is right at the end after you lose Ace. So at this point, after losing Ace, I definitely really would have taken a risky play here. Let me go green. So Ramatra chose here. You can't see that. You can't see that. 1 second. Dude, strike it out. Alright, whatever. We're chilling. I don't care. Hold on. 1 second. We do that. That might work. Let me go blue again. So you have your Ramatra chilling right here, holding this point. I think you'll have your Moira chilling right here, holding this point. And this is mainly just to secure this stage, so you're not going to be really necessarily poking out the Magoo, but the Ramatra is going to turn attention and start poking out the Tracer, or both the Ramatra and the Moira. Like, Moira can send in a skill orb this way. I know this isn't supposed to be a team thing, but I mainly just want to get the idea, so maybe you could bring it up. Moira marks the Tracer at this point, while still Ram can like shield or do whatever, and then you're like, okay, well, where do I go? Well, I already brought that up, right? So if you're over here, Vic, right, and then you're over here also with the Lucio, so you kind of have this 2-2 split, right? So if you take out Kiri, or at least before that, you take out the Ana, take out the Kiriko, and just keep wrapping, or come back this way to your team, because this, two things can either happen here. After getting the supports, this forces the Magoo to rotate back this way, which means you come back, or this forces the Magoo's like, okay, well, I don't have supports now, I'm gonna go with my Tracer. This will force the Magoo and Bastion to go this way, which means you can go in this way, kill Bastion, kill Malga, go Tracer. Like, not you necessarily, but that'll just be like the order of operations, or Tracer dies first along with Bastion and then Malga. However it ends up happening, you end up with a team wipe. And I think this angle here definitely would have been changed. Like, hey, it's like, hey, Boops, come with me real quick. I want to do something stupid. Okay. And then you start taking out the backline, or at least pressuring the backline. Because even you, like, if you don't finish, then you at least still have Boops with you, right? So you still have two people looking this way. You have someone at least marking this flank. You have someone marking this angle. And all your bases are covered. Alright, what ends up happening is what we have right here. Everyone, the whole conglomerate is stacked over here. Whoops. The whole conglomerate is stacked right here. And you get funneled. Because we don't have that control. And honestly, I can probably make that red here. Because they come in, and they come in this way. And you get pincered through here because we don't have that pressure on this left side. So hopefully that at least makes a little bit of sense. Hopefully that makes, I know that's not really like satirical or anything like that, but you know, we just get rolled. You know, we just gotta get rolled. Might be the stream, might be a little bit relaxed, might be not because it's late or anything, but
no time to waste.
I'm like over here just thinking all of this stuff, but might be overthinking just a little bit here, but okay. Now I'm coming back. It's still the question, okay, who do I mark? How do I mark? You know, because you're not really going to be winning out against the Malga right away, right? It's going to be a slow battle of attrition for the most part, battle of resources against the Malga. Okay, you could definitely poke. You could definitely win that. And now you definitely win this forward fight here. It's a great poop. Excuse me. That was a very... Wait, do you live? Okay, you do live. That's a very creative roll. Oh my god. You guys just win that. You guys are just better. Okay, please don't make me eat my words when I say that shit. Please. You guys just better as you almost get rolled by a Bastion. Alright. So, I don't like you holding this far forward. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I don't like you holding this far forward. I want you to just go and reset with your team, or have your team reset over here on the stage so you can control this angle. Ram can kind of poke up here and everything. And then Ace can go on this other lane over here and be able to mark the Tracer or just at least scout. Let's see if you guys come back, or do you ego? Oh, it's lagging again. Okay, you guys do come back. You come back. Good, good, good. Okay, we gotta get ourselves back, or we can play this high ground that's up here. Hey, do you see how you're pigeonholing yourself a little bit? I know we got knocked down, but I just would have committed the rotate, or as a whole team, just, I mean, that's what it looks like. I guess you committed over here, but it kind of like pigeonholed and gave up this entire space, but let's see what happens. This is the main thing, the same thing that we kind of saw over here. When you kind of like were forced to back up, the same thing can be kind of said over here, just a little bit. That's why I was like a little worried, but I mean, you made it work. It looks like you're going to be winning out this fight. You do lose yourself and Panda, but you still have at least the numbers. You have the bodies here to at least keep the point going. Because only here, the only angle you had really was just against the Malga right there, and then maybe if the Bastion peaked, right? But if you're like over here, then again, you have those lanes marked. If you're over here, you can kind of wrap. You have this entire left side available for you. Because again, if you're going to be going back into like lanes and stuff, kind of thinking about it like this. Oh man, that stuff is right there. But you would be controlling this entire... You'd be controlling this side. The Ram would be like over here with what, like Moira or something. You and Lucy would be controlling over here, and then you have Tracer up here, right? And that's like 3 lanes all covered, or at least 3 areas, because then Tracer has this whole area. Tracer can come back in this little area, this area, right, and just have it everywhere. You just go everywhere up here. You have you have the entire point and stuff for Ram Moira. You do have stage and everything for Ram Moira, and they can push out into here, protect and peel back here. And then same with you. You have this entire coast and everything. You have this entire section marked up, which you can push against. You know, like you see how this kind of works out. Looking at it like this, looking at lanes almost like a MOBA, in a way, you know, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's a hero shooter, but it's also kind of supposed to be, I know it's not like Paladin levels of MOBA aspects, but it's like, you can kind of think of it like that, because every single map is laid out like this where there's lanes. It's just kind of dependent on where you set yourself up here, right? So Lucio more than likely would just be bouncing between, you know, going between the Ram Moira and just, you know, ping-ponging between you and the Moira, making sure you're fine on the angle. If you want to take a deeper angle, hey, Boops, come with me, and then you guys just kind of mark your territory. Boop, kill. Oop, kill. Oh, you see a Tracer come by, Magnate, kill, right? So, I know that's not what's happening in the situation, but I just want to show at least just a little bit, maybe a little bit clearer of a picture when I'm talking about these angles and stuff, or at least talking about these lanes. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So you guys are still in control, which is really good. So you have to be careful of ultimates if you're tracking ultimates. support ults and cage fight. So right away coming out, I would have just taken stage with your team, and if not, have your team go forward and just walk up these steps here. Because even this slight advantage, again, controlling the lanes, your team's going up mid. You take up this left side over here, and look what just opened up to you. Look what just opened up to you. Because right now, you got Ace in the bottom lane. You and your team will go kind of in this mid lane, right? That, or you can take up this top lane over here just a little bit, like you did before, but that might pigeonhole you just a little bit, or you can go up here. Might be ran on by the Malga, which is why I bring up the proposition of this. You come up here, force out either Ana sleep or just force Ana behind the wall, which means Ace could then be free, go pick off the loose, oh my god, the maintenance alert just keeps coming up. Go and pick, dude. Today, no way. But they'll go and pick off, Ace will pick off the Ana, which means then the backline's open to not only Ace, but also to you once again, which means since the Ana's gone, forced out, you then are free to be able to poke out the Kiriko and the Bastion, which means the Ramatra Moira can then just walk forward and walk onto either the backline and then the Malga, you know, and just so much just clicks here. But let's see what happens. You're going down main, going down main. Because look how limited we are. Look how limited in our sightline we are. Like, we're pretty much only forcing ourselves. We're forcing ourselves to only look at the Malga here. Pretty much. Like, that's all we're doing. Okay. I don't mind this. I don't mind this. Dude, if maintenance is happening right now, I'm going through it. I don't care. I'm going through this VOD review. Dude, your team's better. You had roll. He had roll too, so you could have just could have rolled fan or something like that. Rolled back, but I don't know if that was really winnable right there. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I still think going out in the top left really would have opened things up. I don't like how the fight really went there. Again, we're just kind of forcing ourselves into kind of bad positions. Like this. We need to be forcing the backline a little bit here. So they're off the Bastion. We could definitely be marking out this the soldier. It's going to be consistency versus consistency for the most part, but yeah, see how the soldier's forcing you more than you're forcing the soldier? Yeah. So missed shots aside whatsoever. We just need to be poking out, not the Magubo. We need to be poking out the soldier any way we can. Like, you had a nice angle and everything. I think, like, you're trying to do... Like, you could duel the soldier and stuff. Force him back, because your shot's honestly going to hit harder. Just a little bit here. But you just allow the soldier a little bit more time to hit you, because you're not... Like, you were just not looking at him whatsoever. You're just allowing him to shoot you, pretty much. It's like you want to die in that situation here, which kind of pretty much happens. You try to escape, but... I say you try to escape, but you roll over here and then immediately go back here. Well, let's see what... Yeah, you die, that's right. So, you die, that's right. Anyway. So, I just think from the very beginning, it's just definitely the lane control. It really is just controlling those off angles and stuff. From the beginning, from the start, it is like, okay, where's the Malga? And then playing... like opposite of where the Malga is, and then just like right at the very end, it's like keeping the tempo of controlling the space, going where your team pretty much like isn't controlling for the most part, because there's a lot of areas that the Kiriko or even good gamble are just taking that you're not, because you're kind of in the opposite positions with like limited sightlines, but they have all of these open sightlines on that coast side, because all you're doing is pinning yourself on the point and just limiting everything into the point there. Like, it's cool if you're playing the brawl, but you're not a full brawl. You need to have these angles and stuff. So let's see what happens here. This is honestly pretty good. It should be pretty good for you. You can build off Bastion and Roadhog quite easily here, so like against the Bastion, you should be, after turret, you should be able to be fine.
Area denial.
No, even through turret, but you should see it. I'm going through the maintenance, I don't care. I know it's like laggy a little bit. We're going through it. Yeah, you bowl it. Let's use it. You bowl it. Get a bad shot. I'd put a disruptor in here. I'd put a disruptor right here just to make it a little less favorable for the Bastion or Baptiste. Disruptor is used as a tool to cut off the enemy team and stuff and just make it a little less favorable through chokes. So yeah, they'd still rotate that way, I guess, either way, but as long as you put it in the room, it just makes it a little, like, again, less favorable. I don't know how else to say it without just repeating itself. I wouldn't chase here. I think it should be fine. No, you have slide. No, you have slide. Yeah. Ooh. Just a reset high. You should be fine. Oh, holy fuck, Batman. I think at least, I don't even know. Never mind. Scratch that, scratch that. I'm gonna stop that thought. It's not really necessary. I don't like that. I don't like taking the fight in there, mainly because they want to take the fight in there, which is why they're backing up and giving up so much space. So you personally, I don't see a reason why you would even go in there. Like, that's just set up for failure to begin with for the most part. Like, the farthest I'd go is like here. So I could just take down this angle, or here, so I can look down this angle, and then send a disruptor here, towards the supports, and then maybe just keep poking out the Bastion here. We should be able to, yeah. We keep reloading after 2 bullets. I'm just like, unfortunate. This is funny. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, now you can push. Now you can push. Just a little bit. I don't think you pushed this far, but you're chilling. Yeah, I know here, I just kind of keep playing a safe distance until that hook is gone. It's his main thing, at least. Even here, I guess, I know there isn't going to be much cover in terms of cover, even, I guess, here. But for me, I'm just playing around the hook. It was just kind of unfortunate that you got hooked. It's like the Red Sea of your team parted ways, and then just, like, it was just meant for you or something. Yeah, overall, I don't want to play in there. I don't want to fight in there. I know you have a Romancher, but you don't want a necessary brawl. They brawl much better. Huge. Huge. Good bait, good bait. I kind of always think about an overclock here soon, huh?
This ends now.
If you get, you could definitely get the hog. No. Yeah, I think giving up that fight and then coming back with overclock would have been fine since you lost your support so early. So maybe you can build another overclock here. It is 15% for them. You just need one fight anyway, so a huge pulse or a beat and then a pick, you know, could definitely open things up. But if you get picked first here, it's gonna be really bad if someone gets picked here first. Careful about pushing, because you don't have slide. Just rotate away from them. Yeah. Like, they're not even using the lamp, you know? Yeah, nice, nice. Not the lamp, the window. You know what I meant. Yeah, so here, you're not needed on point. I don't know why you just went to point and fed. So, I don't know why you went over there. Just keep rotating up onto the high ground, and have confidence. You're going to be entering a 1v2 either way, but you're not needed here onto the point. If anything, I'd rather have you take a duel either over here or over here. Or you can force out Kiriko if you walk up here, they teleport, and you can still take down the Kiriko, because the Roadhog goes to the point and just starts dueling out your team 1v2. So again, you're not needed here for the point cap. I don't know why we're coming here, unless you are going to be dueling the Hog. Like, or not the Hog, if you're going to be dueling the Soldier, which you were. I don't know why you stopped dueling the Soldier. Like, you had a great pick there onto Lucifer. And you're like, okay, Soldier's on high ground, and you're locked in. And then Hog jumps in, like, oh, I gotta kill this Hog, and we totally forgot about the Soldier. So we just gotta be careful. Because again, we're not needed here. If we're gonna be poking out the Hog, we can poke out Hog from a safe area from right here, or we just take down the Soldier Kiriko. So unlucky. Unlucky, unlucky. Getting close to another ult though. Oop. Skip something here. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'll be trying to look at where that Kiriko is. Or calling, hey, Kira has nothing. Ah, we're just not set up either way. Never mind, so it's a useless comm anyway. I need to play safe a little bit. Could we have done better? What could we have done better here? So, let's see, where is Ace currently? Bottom lane. So again, going back to lanes, I don't think pushing here with your team, I want to be funky here, because we just saw what happened with just pushing your team to go through here. I think trying not to fight here, but slide jumping here is what the play is, because then you can launch a disruptor behind and look at the supports. I know you have decent enough mechanics to land a hit, so you could be able to force out the Kiriko and force out the Ana. If you are already drawing Ana's attention or Kiriko's attention, then that means the Soldier and the Roadhog aren't going to be getting healed, which means there's going to be a split here. Even if you do end up having to drop or die, they're going to be split either way. Because the main thing here, we're not forcing attention whatsoever, since all of the attention is down here. So how do we do that? We need to just find some sort of angle, because this clearly isn't working here. And I think going up behind is most likely the play.
This ends now.
Something too, we also give up on things here. I get it's 99 too, but we also give up on duels way too fast. Fast? I was gonna say easily, but we give up on them way too fast. Yeah, angles are killer. Angles are killer. I see what you mean now. Let's see, 2 days ago. Icon. Ready
for battle.
Alright, what are we? Still the Sojourn.
The best laid plans have backup plans.
Important.
More field research. Grand.
Ace on the right. I'm seeing where Ace is not here. Ace. Oh, he's getting an arrow set up.
Maybe my optics need calibrating, because I don't see any freedom in indoctrination.
Yeah, I'm saying where's Ace, and he's like right in front of me. Whoops. Okay, and I'm fine.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Yeah, I wouldn't push this far forward. I wouldn't push this far forward. I know you want the disruptor, but I just wouldn't push too far forward here. Good bully, good bully. Because the thing about it is that you have a lot better burst. Oh, huge too. Ana may have alright sustain, but you can definitely. This is one of those times you can just bully the Orisa here. Like Sojourn into the Orisa should be pretty decent here, especially if you're just holding this angle over on this side. If the Genji comes in, then you just kind of slide back to Clock Tower. Oh, okay. And with Ace playing over here too, I'd be playing this angle. Again, we need some sort of split here. So I think the Moira and you on this side. Yeah, I think the Moira and you on this side, and you have the Lucio, Hanzo, and Ramatra. Lucio can be breakdancing on here, while Ramatra and Hanzo are playing down this angle. Because again, if you look at it, you have those angles. You need those angles, because what are we missing are angles, any form of angles. This was something that I was always harped on about too, so now I'm going to be harping on you about. Who are we? Sojourn. So yeah, Soj and Moira. Let me actually go bigger, but yeah, Soj and Moira, and then you have the Ramatra, Lucio, and Hanzo. Because then afterwards, say if you do get pushed, you can just rotate back to point and be fine and dandy. But really, again, look at what's happening here with this pressure, because everyone has to enter here anyway in some way, shape, or form. Really, it's just these two lanes unless they have Genji go over or something like that, or someone go over. But that's just not happening in this instance unless you catch a switch after a fight or something. So with them always having to go through here, we can keep poking and forcing attention. Because right now, the Orisa is not even looking in this direction too. So if she's just looking this way, and if you're forcing the attention this way, then where is she supposed to go? Back, right? Or into here, which means you can go in there, and they can put, and your team can push. So I'm hoping. Yeah, I'd take this right side. I'd take this right side, because you're up two as well. I just start getting the angle. If you're up a couple. Another thing too, with always going down main, and always being in the conglomerate, you're susceptible to random trash damage. Since everyone's shooting down here, you can just randomly be hit. Especially if you're low, it sucks. If you're just in the middle, just randomly hit. Like, it's not even meant for you. Yeah, so right away, I would have had an angle away from Ace. Just where is my DPS not? Like, where's Ace? Constantly. It's okay for the most part. And then once I see more enemies up there, I'd start setting up on the right here. Like, you have a good rail, go to the right. Nice switch. Yeah, but right away, we're already capitalized because we're just not where we're supposed to here for the most part. I think it's not just on you too; it's just overall as a team. Because look where they're taking now. Because we're not there. The team's pushing, and we just have this entire open lane. If they were pushing us at all, then we can either go back through point, or we can just go back here, or use this as cover. But we just have that lane entirely free. We try to go to the high ground, which is like fine, but they haven't really fully pushed yet, which is the biggest thing. We're playing super passive for what's actually happening here. And then here, it's just kind of whatever, you know. It's unfortunate. I think I 100% still just would have rather have taken the duel that's like over here, because you can just make it out this way. I don't know why we kind of just like gave some ult charge. We could have escaped, like slid out this way and stuff. So just things to keep in mind. Just keep it, if you have to go through maps and stuff, just really go through the map and everything. Let's see. Ooh, okay, Winston. I feel like Winston might get shredded here, but I'm interested to see how it works. Ooh, swapping off the Hanzo is going to be interesting as well. Because that means a lot more pressure for you to try and mark both of these ranged DPS. Cool. Oh man, they want your ass dead. I don't think there's nothing you could do there. You just got forced off, so who'd you go next? Like maybe listen to the Orisa and then come back and accordingly or something, but who knows? I think if you get pushed off, you get pushed off. We're just playing a little too split here. I think the biggest thing too is at least taking a look at the composition. We kind of have the freedom to be the anchor and just kind of move as we please. So kind of explain what I mean in a second. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just mobile. Yeah, we're just mobile. We're fine. Look at Zan, look at Zan, look at Zan, no. But yeah, it's like because we're playing so split, like we can kind of choose where we go. We can have the Lucio follow us, we can have the Moira follow us or something, but at the end of the day, we're going to be kind of what dictates where the team kind of like ends up. So if we're going to be here, we're the reset point pretty much. We're the anchor, right? Like I said, so if you're here, then the Moira is most likely here, and then the Lucio, Tracer, and like Panda go in or whatever. or like the team kind of sets up around you. Like if you're playing here, then Tracer could be over on the right, and Monkey could be up here, and they all dive and stuff. But you have a little bit more freedom to just kind of dictate where you want to put your yourself and your positioning right now. Because right now you're just kind of going wherever, which is cool. You can still do that, but I do think just holding down an angle and being able to move between that is what we're just kind of missing here. Because right now the other team is just able to walk freely wherever, because all of us are in a castle and we're not holding any type of angle whatsoever. Like the whole thing with dive is that you go dive in onto a space, claim that space for you just a little bit. It's like, hey, I want to get this high ground, right? So okay, so we have to go instead of trying to get the Orisa off or some shit. We get the Orisa off, which look what happens. The Orisa jumps off, then we have this space here set up for you guys, and then we just hold this. Well, not now, but because cast, but yeah, and then we hold this. Panda would reset to you. We'd have, oh, that's unfortunate. Lucio would reset to you, but they die to cast. I see, but it's unfortunate here. But it's like at least at the beginning of Streets, like we just need to take the high ground for you and your Winston. So you could say it's kind of in a good position now at this point because you can take the high ground and kind of reset up there. They have to get to the point either way and come to you either way. Good mark. Force the recall, nice. I don't like how close you're positioning. This is like really dangerous. Yeah. I would have come back either just to reset on here and just start taking this position or these duels over here, or force out positions over here, because the Ana got here for free. Again, looking at these lanes. There's no way you win this, right? Really, right? So I would just like slide back here, just give a little bit of space away from the hook, and just take this duel with the Ana. Maybe force a sleep, and if you get slept, then Ace can go get the Ana, and if Ace gets slept, then you can get the Ana. Like either way, the Ana should die in the situation. This is a really bad death too. You died with Overclock, which I don't think it should be too bad. Yeah, they're kind of split, so I don't think it's too bad either way. But just things to kind of look at. It was like an unnecessary death for the most part.
Come on, Vivian.
We just have to kind of respect the hog a little bit more. Look, alright, look up on it. Yeah. Yeah, just play your covers. Just play your covers. Kind of panic slid. Alright, so now looking for an angle to set up for this overclock. Where am I going to be? I mean, most likely the high ground. You have to be careful. You have to fight for the space overall. They're not just going to let you have it for free. Biggest thing. Okay. Unfortunate. Yeah, I really would have kept fighting there. I don't know why we... I know I probably would have just, like, dipped back a little bit and then asked for help. Hey Danny, can you come over here with me? Or hey Boops, can you come over here to the right side, because you need some help. The main reason why at least the Tracer Kiri was able to is because the Kiriko. Overall the Kiriko did a really good job to help push you out and stuff, but you need to call for some help on the right side here, and win the duel here. This was one of those, you need to win the duels over here on the right side so you can get the high ground set up for the overclock, and be able to maybe overclock for free, because you can go here and then slide jump up here or something like that. But either way, you needed to get this stage up here. So that was a really, really unfortunate duel. And then you got stuck out of it too. Feels bad. Okay, it's not bad, not bad. Let's see what happens, though. Going forward. Okay. You know, it opened something. I don't know what yet, but it opened something up here. Okay, yeah. Look at that. It did open up the fight here. It forced attention, it forced the Hog to come to you, it forced the Tracer to come to you. So yeah. Okay, it opened up the fight. I like it. It was just pressure. It was just, that's the value, the innate value. Now stop being down main and just go reset real quick. You can go punch a different kind of wall, man. You can go punch a wall up on the high ground. just gotta reset faster.
Railgun charge. Not so fast.
Be careful because it's like a little out of your range, your effective range, I should say. Yeah, your team just was way too close. Your team was just way too close there. I don't really like taking the fight there. Your comp really isn't made to take the fight up there. Because now that the value of the high ground's kind of, it should be fine now since you're all here at this point. Even that. Oh.
I expect better from you.
Disrupt over there. Disrupt over there. I want you to use your disruptor. Oh. I guess you did use it. Okay. Yeah, disrupt behind the pig, but disrupt the pig behind so he's still taking damage on the way out too. Getting the mark applied or whatever, the passive applied and stuff. Making it less favorable. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you just got a body shot and headshot by the Soj, really. Like I was gonna say like maybe you could have slid out of there. You were taking a lot of heat for a while too, so maybe you could have slid out of there a little bit sooner.
This ends now.
Look at the back line right now; it's killing your team. Oh, unfortunate. Wasted a couple shots on the hog. We just gotta look the squishies a little bit more. Yeah, so still just still some angles. I think this time it's a little bit like more niche just because you do have Ace that's going to be flanking, so I want you to just a little bit more on the high grounds, a little bit more in power positions more than anything. I think something at least this, because this is Inglorious, right? I think something that you just need to kind of either Volty or someone just needs to kind of tell you guys is just kind of innate value of like space. And or at least looking at like how to play like certain compositions and everything like that, because during that your team was just a little bit too forward right here at the corner. You guys paid the price, definitely. Like Ace was like should be over here, right? Like kind of prowling up in the high ground, but the cart was pushed on this corner. You guys just play this corner. You guys can probably play up to here, but it was just really aggressive. Like you couldn't get any value off of the Terror Surge, and even if you were, that's super uncomfortable for you to do anything over here. So it was just really inspirational, which is all I can really say, having that fight take place at this corner over here, because your bread and butter is literally the kill box that was right at that corner. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go back over here real quick. Your bread and butter really is just that high ground. Having people over here. I don't know what the hell kind of noise I just made. That was weird. But yeah, your team pushing up that far just put you out of a comfortable range, because it was pretty much just their Rissa and then supports, and you guys died because of it. So anyway, I guess I didn't really need to be back over there, but whatever. So again, still playing where Ace isn't at this point, since we have a Widowmaker looking for some angles. Diva, okay.
That feels much better.
Fast rotation. I don't know if I really... I think if Ace was Tracer, still, yeah, the pick echo, yeah. I think the rotation would have been fine. This is a lot better now to kind of do that again with. I need some angle control a little bit. We can go on the mini side over on the right slightly, but it's looking like you guys are going to be planning for another fast rotation, huh? You guys are just so split. You have to kind of go and play the pick game, high key. Just looking at it like a couple of times. Like the rotation is pretty cool, but it's just you guys just keep getting super split and just getting pincered by the Diva. We'll have to get a pick. Okay. The typical Zarya swap after seeing a Diva. Makes sense. ego that. I'd ego that. I'd go up there. Oh, I'd go up there. Oh my god. No, please. Okay.
Enhanced accuracy. I'm on my game now.
Just like from the very beginning, like I'd ego that so bad, dude. I'd go up there immediately. But... Ooh, almost. I think a big thing too, you kind of have a habit, a bad habit I have with my crosshair placement. You aim really in like the middle of the body. Try to aim at least the upper chest so you can have the chance of getting a lot more headshots. Just because of the projectile changes and stuff. Since you have the bigger rail, bigger projectiles and stuff after season 9.
That feels much better.
Just aim more of like the neck, upper chest. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Ooh, I don't. If you get go on, it doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm always worried about I guess a slide, but you're fine.
I'm on my game now.
Huge beat.
Not so fast.
Oh, look at the Soj! Look at the Soj! No! No!
This ends
Like, you're
now.
still in the middle of a fight. Why are you walking away? You're still fighting. Like, imagine yourself in just like on the fucking battlefield in war, and you just walked away. Like, nah, I actually don't really feel like it right now, bro. You even get bubbled here too. Take the duel. Take the duel. Yeah, your team's going in. Your team's going in too. Oh, okay. You could say maybe you're drawing them. Hey, I drew 2 over here. Yeah. You win those. You win those.
This ends now.
Unfortunate. How can we make that better? Where are we? Where did we pop OC?
This ends now.
I think I would have played these little walls a bit more, or try to make my way back to the point. I don't know if we knew where point is or something, but yeah. I hope that was just a bait over there too, and I'm just like freaking out over nothing as well. Like, to me, it's like you just left a duel.
And you thought I was rusty. Coming through. On the wind. Enemy turret ahead. EMP, you see more.
Oh.
Disrupted.
You panic a lot. That's one thing I noticed. Unfortunate. Yeah, we panic a lot once we actually do get into like duels and everything as well. Probably also just got spooked because the fucking console appeared in front of us, so. Damn. Yeah, I think literally anywhere but just down main we would have been fine. Because I don't even know if the Hanzo, I mean, you just happened to like be in front of the Hanzo, I think. I don't think you even were the target here. You just kind of like floated in front of him. He was looking at Danny. He was looking at your Kiriko, dude. Oh, yeah, we literally just had no reason for being there. That was just wrong place, wrong time, quite honestly. Absolutely no point when we could just be right here. Right here, or just kind of like hanging out over here or something. Aw, man. I'm silent too. I'm like processing what just happened. Unfortunate. We're so staggered here, but it's looking like you guys are getting the point. Okay, difficult.
60 seconds. Area denial.
I would have just held that angle. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, 60 seconds. Okay, it looked winnable. It looked winnable. Don't worry, it's always like a second later. Don't worry. It clicks eventually. Dude, he's looking to drop on you. Oh yeah, this monkey's marking deep. No primal for this overclock though, which is huge. Yeah, that's a carnage. So at the beginning of this fight, I think overall we're just stuck being in the conglomerate. We really just need to start looking elsewhere and just really start being creative with our positioning. Give ourselves just a little bit more space as well. Not so much because we might get booped or something, but at least just maybe a little space to where we can maybe be on like high ground or something like that, or just being a little bit back and just hit our shots. To give ourselves some time to hit our shots and everything, because we kind of end up in the main conglomerate of every single fight. We're just playing hard cover here, which is fine, but we're just really limiting ourselves. Unfortunate. Yeah, like this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, so you get there. You do it. You get there eventually. Come on.
I'm on my game now. Come on, let's move this payload. A taste of poison.
Yeah, you can really bully Queen out. Look at Lucio though. Yeah, really look at Lucio. Now the Queen.
Let's get back to basics. That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, I think overall, just keep giving yourself that space to just line up shots. It's not your job to push the payload, and really don't feel like it should be your job to push the payload in that type of situation. Boops, Danny, and Panda have to all be there just because they are AoE, they're close range and stuff like that. I mean, you're playing Moira Lucio, so you have to be kind of close. They have to be kind of close, but you don't. Ace doesn't. Ace landed a great tectonic surge and everything, which means you can kind of play a little bit back, or at least playing on the top left even too. You could be taking up that positioning, or on the top right, just some high ground, some angle, so you have a little bit more pressure than just what's like in front of you.
I count on you.
Because a lot of the time, let me go over to here, because a lot of the time whenever you do kind of go in, like, let's see, because like imagine this little square is you and this is your sight line and stuff. You want to be a little bit further back so you see everything. So you see everything in here at this point. With you constantly, I'm going to try my best to make this a little bit as even as possible. With you being a little bit more forward, that's not as even. A little bit forward, you're only having up to here, right? And you're having this entire thing marked out. Let me try and make this a little bit better, but I think it's already making sense and stuff. Because if this is still the cone, and you're like up here, then you're not really getting the full view. You're marking out, like you're cutting half of your vision from where you were previously. So you really need to give yourself a little bit of space. a little bit of space. I don't know what I just said here, but a little bit of space so you have time to line up your rail, have time to charge your rail, have time to react in case anybody dives you or is coming out, so people can't touch. Because if you have the sight lines that they don't and everything, then you're a lot more your presence is a lot more threatening than just being on payload. Because again, you already had 2 or 3 on payload. Ace has to be kind of close and stuff just because they're kind of that mid-close range, but either way, they're still angling. You keep defaulting just going onto the payload. It's getting you killed sometimes, and you're just kind of limiting your presence. This is where I'm a disruptor. This racer guy is doing a really good job of marking you. We need to try and just have like these duels back or something.
Recalculating.
I think switching gears from trying to handle the supports to forcing out Racer and then going to the supports might be what it is. Might be what the plan is here. You see the supports and go for them, but Racer's just marking you like crazy. Peeps might die? No. Okay, nice. Nice. Now you go forward. Huge. Nice cast. Back up a little. Or not now, but. Win this. Get the cast, get the cast. Ooh, unfortunate. Out here. Just coming back. Ah, slide had 1 second before. I see. With Ace being on the cast now, that's going to be a little bit of pressure off of you trying to mark the Cassidy now on the other side. We should be able. Yeah. Do you stick with the cast here? Let's see, you're actually going to be getting a Pharah here, so see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, right now it's just you have to take these duels up against X-Racer. The gaming chair, the Racer X-Racer gaming chair right now is really coming into effect for this player. So. Ooh, yeah, he slid so aggressive here. Oh man. Super aggressive.
Recalculating.
They just have to take this fight still. Or if you get a reset, you have another, but let's see what happens. Okay, winnable. Sojourn. Oh. Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think there was really any reason to slide there. You got greedy for a pick and just slid into the Roadhog. There was no reason to slide there. Why are we looking at Hog? Why are we looking at Hog here in this case? Oh, because we probably don't see them, but yeah, I wouldn't even make myself known. I really wouldn't have made myself known here. If I'm already trying to do a sneak and try and touch and stuff, I really wouldn't have shot there. Try my best to just hover over here, because they still might see you either way. But you just need to try and just be sneaky about it. Okay, you still get a pick. You still get a pick. Trading a lot, but it's still winnable. Find Kiri. You need to find Kiri. Melee. Still finding Kiri. Melee. I'm guessing you're just gonna swap here? Oh, okay. Oh, almost. Again, chest height, neck level. Oh, no way. Oh, that's how it ends. Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened here? Did we just get shoved off? We got shoved off. Unfortunate. So, I don't think the angles are as bad. I don't think the angles were really as bad in that one. I do think we can be maybe a little bit more proactive in our duels, a little bit more confident. I know probably dueling is not going to be like most favorable or probably like best point here, but I think in order just to get better, you need to take more duels just at the end of the day, because you do have the mechanics for it. If you're saying you think you're better than average, you gotta prove it, man. You gotta prove it. So, oh man, this is gonna be really tough. Just looking at it right now, it's looking like it's gonna be tough here. Poking on the Sig, X-Racer on the Widowmaker, dude. Oh, the Devils, they're just running this circuit comp. That's all they're doing here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Escort
And so I'm probably gonna fly up, just get some scout. We need to see where Widow is. Okay, we didn't spot Widow. Push. We just had another cycle up there. Yeah, they're gonna be looking, so you have to be careful. It's Widow. Ping Widow. Try your best to ping Widow in that situation too. Like, I know it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but you just need to try your best. Nice, good dive, good dive. Oh, unfortunate. We just got mechanic diffed. We got mechanic diffed. I don't know what else to say there. It was a really good dive. It was well timed. That's all I can really say about that. But we just got mechanic diffed. All right, still trying to find the Widow. Still trying to find the Widow. This map is always spot the Widow. Where's Widow? Where's Widow? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I could care less about this Hanzo really right now. You take the duel against Widow. 100%. And if that sounds really stupid, which it probably is, but you need to pressure out this Widowmaker right now and allow your team to set up, because the only way you can set up in this type of composition is if you negate Widow sightlines. Every single time you go up with your flight, you need to be finding out this Widow and trying to pressure out this Widowmaker any way you can, either with your stickies or your primary fire or your pings, because so far you just really haven't had an idea where this Widowmaker is. You had this was a really good attempt. You just got nailed by the Hanzo. Okay, that's really, it's whatever, it's fine. What I'm harping on here is just the target priority, because you want to negate their biggest threat, and right now, what is your biggest threat? It's the Widowmaker. You're just playing within the range of the Hanzo. That's whatever. Again, you're falling. He's just predicting you because it's an easy trajectory. It's whatever. It's whatever at the end of the day. The biggest thing here, sticky Widowmaker, so she's not so comfortable trying to line up and take a million years to set up on the corner, right? That's pretty much just what's happening here. Look at this Widowmaker right now on this frame, looking at you. What? And before she's not even... No, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Both DPS were set up to nail your ass. I tell you right now, if you see the big balls of fire right in front of my face, these are sticky bombs, by the way, coming at me, I am trying to grapple as fast as I can. I'm trying to just 180 and grapple on out of here. Because you need to apply this pressure to the Widowmaker so you have Ace and Panda being able to set up the dive under the backline every single time. Unfortunate. It's unfortunate. That's all I can say there.
Creating new neural pathways.
You don't need a peek here, really. Just come back. Come back. I just 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 come back here. Again, it's trash damage. Nice. There you go. Nice. Yes. 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 That exactly. That exactly. No way, dude. Huge. Hold on. Hold on. I have to see that. That's crazy. What kind of stick is that? That's nutty. Yeah, where's Widow? Where's Widow? Where's Widow? Yup. Uh-oh, getting mechanic dipped. There you go. Amazing priority. Amazing prio here. Good shit, good shit. I wonder if someone was calling right there. Amazing prio nonetheless. Amazing, amazing. Alright, pressure out this Widow. Pressure out this Widow. I know, I get you're trying to sticky beam combo. This is unfortunate. Maybe dupe sig? Maybe dupe sig? You up or are you down here? Looks like you're down now. Yeah, maybe dupe sig coming up in this fight. I think having sig there, overall, would keep the tempo going. It'd just be another big beefy body, or semi-beefy body. Or some attention, maybe able to flux off point. Alright, now once again, where's Widow? Where's Widow? Where's Widow? If you're not the one, like, constantly asking that, someone has to be team, like, someone from your team has to be asking that, you know? Oh, I see. Oh, that would have been sick, though. Widow. Widow. Where's Widow? Yeah, where's Widow? That's the only thing I can really say, because for the most part, she's just not being touched this entire time, and she's putting a lot of pressure on your team. For being a body shot bandit. Not like hitting anything spectacular, if they're hitting at all. Dude, they're whiffing, actually. Okay, never mind. Scratch the pressure, but still. At least the main thing here, at least, is if you... I don't know if you had beam here. I think you had beam here. Beam poking. Beam poking. Oh, you had it in 1 second. So never mind. At that point, then, I'm just trying to find where Widow is, still. Send a shield up here. I'd be playing the cart as payload, and maybe playing on this right side to try and negate as much poke. And just hoping I can get flux. I think that's the win condition here. Just trying to negate sightline, the Widow sightline with your shield, and then just get flux. But yeah, so even if it's like what we tell Biscuits and everything too, it's like even if the Widowmaker isn't necessarily hitting right now, even if the Hanzo isn't necessarily hitting right now, they will hit. the random body shot, the random headshots, they do come out, and we just need to negate Racer's sightline still. That's pretty much Circuit in a nutshell too. If you're on the DPS, you know, just marking out the enemy DPS, marking the Widow, marking the Hanzo here, trying to rotate away from them, take these duels, and then allow your team to capitalize on the space that you're getting because you have the better sight lines with their Widow, with their Hanzo dead. Let's go back, let's go forward. Right.
Ready for battle.
Alright, we can see it. Vic versus X-Racer once again, the true Widow duel. Once again, the question I have, where's Widow, where's Widow, where's Widow? Especially if you're Widowmaker, you need to know where this Widow is. Ace should be able to feed you information.
No repulsors are to be detected.
Who will my rabbit snare?
Okay. Widow now knows where you are. Nice. Good shot, good shot.
Obstacle to my accuracy.
So just be careful with your tracers. Just be careful with your tracers. Yup. We take those. We take those. That's fine. You do have to be a little careful now because they have better spawn rate, but or at least your team has to be a little bit careful. But man, nice opening shots. That's all I can say. Alright, where's Widow? Where's Widow? Where's Widow? You can take a deeper angle. You have grapple. You definitely take a deeper angle. I like it. Oh, hard peek that shit. Careful because they know where you are now. I'm just gonna kind of do this. High key too, don't be afraid of grapple shots as well. Ooh, shit. Don't be afraid of some grapple shots or just taking some grapple shots. Oof. Mechanic dipped. Ooh, were they hard peeking that? Let's see. Yeah, see your tracers? That's what I'm talking about, dude. They knew exactly where you were. Because of this shot right there. So be careful, just be careful. So if you're trying to be sneaky, take that shot, rotate. Don't even re-peek it. Because of that reason right there.
Let the Kitsune guide you. No one can.
Sights are sights.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Oh, look for this Widow. This Widow just pops sights and you're not hunting this Widow now.
They outnumber us. Watch out.
Almost. Remember, they do have sights though. You kind of missed your opportunity at first to get them when they weren't looking at you. You're aiming at the Sojourn. Ah, unfortunate. Damn, okay. So this one was mainly, I think, just mainly trying to mark the DPS. Mainly mark the enemy DPS. Because on Circuit Royale specifically too, and after, like, in this series, X-Racer is just proving himself to be really dangerous, and we're not really doing our due diligence to take up these duels. If anything, we're really losing on these duels against Blue and Racer on these angles, because we're just not really that confident. I mean, the only way to build up confidence is if you just keep taking these duels, get better at dueling on the side, so you can have a nice, like, steady aim and stuff, because sometimes we do kind of panic during these duels. But I think overall, we can definitely be taking a look at angles like I showed at the beginning of this. Hopefully, you can kind of see at least some opportunities there. And at least with Widowmaker, if you're going to be playing this Widowmaker, keep rotating. I was just having this with Turlin, where it's like if you're shooting from one area for a little bit too long, people know where you are. I said it a couple times here too. It's like, oh, they know where you are here too. You know, and then boom, the example came up where all the Widow did was follow with the Tracer. You repeat the same angle that you're trying to hide in and got domed. So just really be careful when it comes to this, because you understand what you do need to work on and everything. So it's just now going to be implementing it. You know, you already kind of understood it. When it comes to decision making, I think that a lot of the decisions really is just going to be target priority. You're kind of you're tending to just follow along with the crowd and shoot the tank when you really have the mechanics to do a lot more. Because you opted to shoot the tank instead of just taking the duels. Again, going back to map 1 Antarctica, you just kept shooting the tank and the tank. The Magoo was just all that was pretty much there here. When you just take angles, you know, see once the tank is leaving behind, and really open things up here for your team by killing the backline, or looking at the backline a little bit more, or looking at your DPS matchup. Because I think that once you start doing that, just getting better at looking at elsewhere in those regards, it's just going to open things up here. And even if it seems like it's going to be an unfavorable situation, as long as you're meeting your matchups and winning your ones against supports and DPS, you're fine. Your team's going to be cruising here and taking the space. So either way, GG's.